you have, listen to this, invalidated the word of God, depriving it of the force and authority and making it of no effect for the sake of your tradition. So you mad at me because I ain't doing what y'all said, but you don't understand you ain't doing nothing God said. And I still came in love and peace. I still came with amnesty, the terms of peace for you who've been wrong so you can still get it right. So Jesus is now getting to the inside. He just spoke like, I seen you. I know your heart, which means they had something that they called this tax, that if you put this to the side and you dedicated it to God, you didn't have to give it yet. This is like, I'm just promising all that's going to God. And God said, I don't really need the money. People need help. So if you got the money, why you gonna pretend like you giving it to me, but you still gonna use it because you still got full control of it? You ain't gave me control of it, but you acting like you are so you could avoid doing what I said, and now my word is not producing for people what it's supposed to produce. Listen to this. You're supposed to be a person willing to go ahead and give what you have. That's my church. And be glad about it. But you mad that you gotta give and now you're hiding stuff and you're blaming it on God. He said that's what religion will do. You won't get the real thing. You get a form, you get a shadow, it get close, but it ain't real. Because what God does is based on love. It comes from a place of love and it reaches you and you can feel the love. Did you hear what I just said? That's how people cook. You can feel the love in that thing. They cook with their soul in it. God said, that's how I came down to serve. So he said, I see you. He says in verse number 7, you hypocrites, play actors, pretenders. Rightly did Isaiah prophesy of you when he said, this people honors me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. But in vain do they worship me, for they teach as doctrines the precepts of men. You telling people what men say. But then Jesus asked Peter, but who do you say I am? And he said, I'm not going to tell you what I think. I know who you are because God told me who you are. You are the Christ. I'm just going to say what God said. God said, that's the church I'm trying to build. They ain't trying to be fancy. They ain't trying to sugarcoat it. You just trying to tell them what God said. How many know it ain't got to be fancy? It just got to be real. It ain't got to be big and a whole lot. God said, I do a whole lot with just a little if it's real. He even told, he said, man, get in, you got too many people, man. I can't get the victory or the glory with all that. I'm going to take a handful of y'all, and I'm going to show you not how big and strong y'all are, but I want you to see how big I am. When you don't have enough, if you got God, you got more than enough. Did you hear what I just said? God said, I'm bringing the church back to that place in the midst of these problems. With this presidency, all the stuff that you may have gripes or worries or concerns about, he said in the midst of all of that, they said what they said, but I still said what I said, says God. Never seen the righteous forsaken, nor seed begging bread. God said, I got a family of people that's willing to serve, so don't you put that money over there and claim like you finna give it to me. Go on and give that money to use to give it to the people that need it. That's how, you don't know, he was over here praying for 3 days. And I had put the money in your hand and was going to use you to give it to him. But you got to thinking about you and what you was going to do. And now his prayer feel like it ain't going to be answered. God said, I'll answer it with somebody else. But I wanted to use you. How many know that it's more blessed to give than it is to receive? How many people know we've been blessed to be looking for somebody? Didn't you how Jesus came down here looking for somebody? He was walking from town to town, bumping into folks who needed what he had.